Well, it seems time flies quickly, and here I am with Jan again for our tips of the month this month. And so what are we going to be talking about?
Well, I always bring houseplants outside because they
Yeah.
like it out here for the summer. So this is a shade-loving or a low-light-loving houseplant, and I'm bringing it out. It could be a good time to separate it and divide it and make more plants if you want. Keep in mind what kind of exposure it likes to have in the house, and not put it out the first day out of the shooter in the sun. So there was more sun where I put it than I really thought there would be. So
And that's not going to kill the plant.
No. I mean, if I don't like it, I just take it off. So there'll be more. And it's a good time to fertilize. Cut it back if you need to, and go from there.
Okay. And it's really kind of what we do in the fall when we take them in. It just is kind of making sure they're clean. Yeah, a reverse system on that.
Yeah.
Clever. And what else do you got?
Well, pruning, you can prune rhododendrons now after they bloom, if you need to prune them. I mean, if you need to shape them where you want them to be.
And why tell me that, because if you need to, meaning, I know that when I take, like, if I go on a place somewhere, a hike, they seem pretty gangly in the wild. That might be a different type of rhodie, but is that one of the things you can fix?
Deadheading is something that you can do in your cultivated garden more than certainly you would do in Mount Hood National Forest, and it will help. If you cut them back, they'll sprout from a stump that's 4 inches in diameter.
They're pretty forgiving, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So go from there.
And so then that means that you can prune them really to shape more than anything. And then the deadheading you mentioned, that's once the blooms are dead, they are gone. Those are the things you can just pop off.
Yeah, you can snap them off and snap new growth off, and then you don't have to prune as much.
Well, thank goodness for that.
And then whether you need to fertilize or not, if a plant is making normal growth, flowering the way you want it to, we have pretty darn nutritious soils.
Yeah.
And so don't, unless you just love to prune all the new growth that comes, you wouldn't have to fertilize. Some plants, certainly heavy feeders like container plants and things like that, you would certainly want to fertilize.
Like like hanging baskets of fuchsias might want to be done that. But really, you tend to think we might be over fertilizing a lot of times in our gardens.
Well, if your plants are healthy, they'll tell you if they need fertilizer.
Yeah.
So,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And what else do we got?
Well, the last thing I was just wanting to mention is that if you're going to be mulching, make sure that you make the mulch thin enough over the root zone of the plant so that when you're watering, it gets through. We're always thinking, well, if I put it on thick enough, nothing's going to get through, no weeds, and it won't, but neither will water get through to the plants.
So there's a lot of people that I know mulch every single year. It's like a springtime tradition.
Which is fine.
But if they don't pay attention then to like a tree or a bigger shrub, you're saying don't build that up.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
That's all you need.
Well, there you go. You know, it's a lot of stuff that's happening this time of year, and this is just a small list of the things that are happening in all of our gardens. So thank you again, Jan, for always taking time with us.
All right, see you next month.